is that good?
Coverage earlier that Nicholas was leading on. This is not a tornado situation right now, but it could become one. We have a very impressive storm right now over Mobile Bay, and it's moving up the bay right now. Here's a look at it, and Nicholas is on the radar right now. He's got a good handle on what's going on with this, and I do too. We're just going to continue to monitor it as it starts to fill in around Baldwin County. This is a really strong thunderstorm. It is a severe thunderstorm. It is a very large thunderstorm. There are a lot of elements to it. We've got a ton of lightning, mainly out over the bay. However, some of this frequent lightning is spreading in around Weeks Bay, Mullet Point, Point Clear, and up towards Fairhope and to the east of Fairhope here. We're under a severe thunderstorm warning until 8:30, and this is for the potential of winds up to about 60 miles per hour and small hail. We may see some penny-sized hail out of this storm. This is a very large mid-level circulation. It is not creating a surface circulation, so we're not under a tornado warning at this time. It is the same cell that prompted a tornado warning for about 15 to 20 minutes here over Heron Bay. That's over with now as far as the tornado threat. And what we're seeing here is there is a bowing out of the wind on the southern flank of this thunderstorm. That wind has not quite made it to Mullet Point yet, but it's moving in very quickly. And the forward speed on this thing is moving east at 25 miles an hour. So this is moving this way, maybe a little north of due east. It's going to come across the bay and fill in, and it'll be coming ashore somewhere between Bon Secours River, definitely Weeks Bay, Mullet Point, and Point Clear. And it's going to continue tracking on off through southern Baldwin County. We've got team coverage right now here on Fox 10 News. We're going to keep that going into the overnight hours tonight. We have a tremendous severe weather threat in our area tonight. Nick is putting up a storm track right there. And Nick, let's talk about, to tell the folks a little bit about some of the communities that are about to be impacted by this impressive thunderstorm.
Yeah, we were mentioning it earlier when we were live for our tornado warning. There was a tornado warning earlier, of course, issued for the far southeastern portion of Mobile County. We had some rotation there. The rotation became more broad. The wind pushed out. And now we have a severe thunderstorm warning that has been issued for southern Baldwin County. I have the track up that shows where this thing is going, and you can see the Barnwell community, so just there off the eastern shore there, just south of Fairhope. That time, 7:53 about. Then, if this thing continues to hold together within the severe thunderstorm warning, Summerdale 8:16, Robertsdale 8:08, 8:22 in Foley, and then eventually 8:34 in Alberta. This strong thunderstorm that is drifting rather slowly off to the north and east right now is our main concern. Elsewhere across the area, we are monitoring other situations. We do have light rain that is falling across a good portion of our area surrounding this thunderstorm. But the main deal right now is this thunderstorm that is moving over the eastern shore. In fact, I think what we'll do right now, we're going to kind of work our way down the eastern shore. We're going to start here up near Spanish Fort and Interstate 10 and kind of work our way down, kind of talk about what's going on. So in Spanish Fort right now, we have heavy rain that is falling. Also in Malbus, Spanish Fort High School, all the way up the highway there, just north of Interstate 10, Highway 225. Seeing some heavy rain there, but that is not the severe part of the storm according to the warning. If you're in Lake Forest right now, you're dealing with heavy rain, possibly some lightning, some gusty winds. Bell Forest and Daphne along County Road 64, some heavy rain falling. This is outside of the severe thunderstorm warning, however. Heading down County Road 13 near Montrose, 98, getting towards Greeno Road, 181 as well. Once you get to 104, heavy rain is falling. Downtown Fairhope, technically included in the severe thunderstorm warning. You can actually see the polygon right here. That is the edge, the northern edge of the polygon there. This is skirting portions of southern Fairhope. The high school is located right here. This is County Road 32, County Road 13. That's Point Clear. As you can see that we have some very heavy rain falling as indicated in the red there, and also some very gusty winds. If you're in Barnwell, down Highway 1, as you get all the way down to the mouth of Weeks Bay, we have some very, very heavy rain that is falling. And also, when I turn on the velocity, that is some very strong wind getting picked up as well on the velocity. I'll actually query this so you can see what numbers we're talking about. 61 miles per hour, 62 miles per hour. Where is that located? Just along 98 there, south of 32, Turkey Branch. This is the end of 181 there, that southern end of 181. There's a couple communities here near Turkey Branch. That is Turkey Drive, Pecan Drive, some of the places that are seeing some of the heaviest rain and heaviest wind at this point. Saddlebrook, Dominion, right now, that community there, just south of 98 along Weeks Bay, seeing some of the heaviest wind right now. And Jason, the rotation is really broad at this point, not worried about that. This really does look like a severe wind situation with some very heavy wind rolling into that part of Baldwin County.
Yeah, straight line winds is definitely a big concern with this cell as it's moving to the east and coming ashore here along the eastern side of Baldwin County and Mobile Bay. And this could potentially be an issue further up the bay as well, but it looks like the strongest wind part of it is where you have that bowing out segment showing up on the velocity product. So there are different ways that we can see what's going on with a thunderstorm. And traditional radar only gave us reflectivity, which is the way you're used to looking at it. And with reflectivity, we can see just how much rain is coming out of a storm and how heavy that rainfall rate would be. This is a little different. This is a velocity product, and so it tells us if those rain particles are going towards the radar or away from the radar. And when we see real strong inbound velocities or outbound velocities, it can show us the potential for a lot of wind. And looking at it here, very, very heavy winds going on, easily up around 60 miles per hour. There's also another layer to this, and we have the overlay of the lightning strikes, and these are all lightning strikes that are within the last 15 minutes, and you can see them there. So the lightning concentration is super high all along Fish River, all along Highway 98, all around Point Clear, Grand Hotel area, and up to Fairhope, and that is spreading to the east, so it's tracking towards Highway 59. Robertsdale, Summerdale, Foley, you are in this severe thunderstorm as well, and this is reflectivity. So Nicholas just switched from the velocity to the actual reflectivity. And of course, in addition to being able to track this and follow this here on your live stream, we also encourage you, if you don't have it, to download our Fox 10 weather app. It's free and it provides severe weather alerts. It also gives us an idea. We'll have video updates of what's going on there, and you have radar, so you can track along with us.
Look at this one, Sam.
Now, this is not a tornado warning situation, but it is a severe thunderstorm warning situation. Got some really heavy rain in the upper portion of Mobile Bay up to Fairhope and Daphne. I've got some live cameras. Looks like we're at Fairhope Pier there. That's right. So, yeah, Fairhope Pier. Look at the lightning strikes right there, Nicholas.
When I was live earlier, we briefly pulled up the Dauphin Island camera, and the lightning was absolutely prolific. And now it looks like the main core of lightning is just south of this camera. This camera's at the Fairhope Pier. Looks like the main core lightning is just south of this camera, but goodness, it is a lot of lightning at this time. I honestly probably would not want to be that person that's sitting there in their car at the pier. That would be a rough ride right now with some heavy rain and lots of lightning.
Yeah, one car out there. I don't think anybody's getting any fishing done tonight. Here, let's take a look at it on reflectivity as this comes to it. And so this thunderstorm, the rain right now in Fairhope is really off the charts heavy. And a lot of spots saw 4 to 5 inches of rain in our area last night. The soil is saturated. So as we continue to see these thunderstorms, there will be a heightened risk of some localized flooding going on in our area tonight. We have the potential for winds up around 60 miles per hour with this thunderstorm, and also abundant lightning strikes that are occurring. So this is severe thunderstorm warning. We're not seeing a tornado warning here, but I want to show you what's happening back off to the west, because this is not the main event. We're getting a really horrible thunderstorm over Mobile County and Baldwin County right now. But look at the squall line to the west, and it looks like there are tornado warnings up from the far eastern parishes of Louisiana all the way up the line to about Forest and Lake Mississippi. So this is going to be a little bit to the east of Jackson. Also going to include some of the communities between Hattiesburg and Jackson, like Collins. Looks like a tornado warning for the Collins area right now on Highway 49. So yeah, Columbia, Mississippi, up towards about Collins there, and really all along this line there are all these little bends and bows and kinks in the line. And so the National Weather Service is just warning basically for the whole line as one big giant tornado warning. This is moving to the east, and it's going to move into our area later tonight. What we're seeing right now would be just an initial round of thunderstorms that's moving into the area. And so with the atmosphere being primed and that line approaching, we are under a tornado watch. Now, a tornado watch does not mean we're having a tornado right now. It just means that conditions are favorable for tornadoes. It's not a good setup. And this tornado watch is in effect through 2 a.m.
Wait, that's
and,
all
it is covering all the counties in our forecast area. So we're going to see that, and most likely it will be continued beyond 2 a.m. too, because it may be a while before the squall line moves through. We've seen a lot of rotation along that line, along that squall line. So we do have the tornado risk for tonight. There is a lot of different elements to this, and this is what the Futurecast is showing. It's showing that cluster of storms that's over Mobile Bay lifting to the north, and then here comes the squall line coming in from the west. We still don't have that squall line in our area as of about 10 p.m. We could see isolated cells all ahead of the line that could be tornadic or problematic. It's possible we may go quiet on the immediate coast ahead of that squall line. We've got it entering the forecast area between 10 and 11 p.m. This is a little ahead of the schedule and of what some of the models were showing last night. It has the squall line in Mobile County at midnight, and I'm particularly concerned about this part of the squall line, kind of the north, right when it's moving through Washington County, Clark County. That's when it's in that higher risk zone for severe weather. And we'll have some isolated cells ahead of that squall line that could become tornadic as well. And then this is 1 a.m. here, coming through Mobile around 2 in the morning for Atmore, Pensacola. This is going to be a long duration event. The Panhandle starting to experience bad conditions around 3 a.m. And then finally, by about daybreak tomorrow morning, we'll see it exit our area. There it is at 5 a.m. And we're probably at the point that it's mostly over into Walton County. It's going to be a long night. So we're going to stay with you here on our live
Oh,
stream,
okay.
and we'll be in and out on that. And we're also going to have updates as necessary on Fox 10 News. And so this is what we're thinking with the timing for tonight. The storms we're in that phase right now. The squall line comes in later tonight, and the greatest severe weather risk is going to be along to the north and west of Interstate 65.
Não, sabia também. Yeah, I'm going to tell you another way that's bad.
You know what's smart? Treating yourself without cheating your goals. Eat smart with Factor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, now the block. From the hit TV series.
That's a lion, though. That's not.
These are moments when cops were confronted by deadly animals. Meet this Ketchikan police officer who on October the 3rd of 2024 was called to Creek Street to confront a bear that was blocking someone's front door.
Oh, that's the animal.
Let's go, buddy.
Let's
go. Let's go. Go. You're going to get plugged in the forehead. Let's go.
After shooting the cub with a beanbag round, it scurried a few meters away from the officer, but hovered nearby as its mother suddenly emerges from the shadows. No, egg. In the next moment, the officer fired on the mama bear with his 12-gauge shotgun, and she collapsed on the ground. Her cub lingered in the area for a short while before disappearing into the woods, and wildlife services soon arrived to take the deceased bear away. While a bear can be handled rather quickly, can the police wrangle an animal as wily as a bobcat?
A bobcat, I think, is something big.
On April the 18th of 2023, a man contacted police simply stating, "I have a bobcat in my car." When officers arrived, they inspected the vehicle, and to their shock, there was indeed a bobcat stuck in the front grille.
And that's a bobcat, that's not a regular cat. So, it's not like a regular cat, not those cats.
You're around it now. I don't know. I want to throw this one.
Where's the bobcat?
The bobcat was successfully sealed in the back of a...
I don't know, that's
The bobcat was successfully sealed in the back of a pickup truck and taken care of by animal control. So far, the officers have managed to avoid being attacked, but the next officer faced the fury of an angry elk.
I think it's the same.
On September the 1st of 2023, officers responded to a tree swing where an elk had gotten himself tangled in the ropes.
Oh,
As
I
the
didn't know
officers
that.
approached the tree, the animal was visibly panicked and attempting to yank himself free.
You could have just, I don't know. Okay.
Give me a second, partner. Give me a second here. To make it worse, Chad, I think there's a beehive right there somewhere. The officer went in for the last cut, but the irritated elk took him as a threat and suddenly charged him.
I think they like deals, I don't know.
But the irritated elk took him as a threat and suddenly charged him.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, you're supposed to have
How's the
some.
scented angel stuff coming?
Angel, we've got it. The simulator must have the scent in sight.
The elk ran off into the woods and was spotted alive, and well, days later at a feeding station, the rope still tangled around his antlers. The officer received minor injuries, but was ultimately okay. But if you think he got away lucky, you'll want to see the next case where officers take on one of the most hostile animals known to man, the alligator.
Oh, alligators.
On March the 29th of 2023, police responded to an area not far from Raymond James Stadium on a report of an alligator that was resting in the middle of the road. The responding officer clearly had previous experience with this, as he proceeded to try gripping the gator with his bare hands.
Oh wait, this is the same animals.
You're getting there.
Oh, you know what? That sounds like that. This guy's in no choice.
Yeah, pull him out a little bit. You ready? You want to jump on him? You ready? Yeah, how far? I'm going to go to the head. You just sit on his body.
Okay, you don't trust alligators.
Wait on him. Maybe one more? One more with for weight.
Oh, so that's why it's the Elvis.
Towel to cover his eyes up. You'll find a way, you got it. I just need tape. Just cover his head. Like behind his nose. Like where my hand, left hand's at. Just go underneath the rope. Like right over there.
What the OK stands for?
And you're gonna do the same thing with his back legs. You gonna jump over here? What's happening? You can take
After sealing the alligator up with duct tape, the Florida Fish and Wildlife Commission took custody of the animal and released it back into its own habitat. Alligators are an expected issue in Florida, but how will these Georgia officers fare against one of nature's most dangerous beasts?
It's another alligator.
On May the 23rd of 2024, officers were called to a residence on a report of an alligator that had made itself comfortable in someone's driveway. Needless to say, when officers arrived, the animal was pretty pissed off about being disturbed.
I'm tired out. You don't want to jump on it if you got a bunch of skunk in it.
Residents on a report of an alligator that had made itself comfortable in someone's driveway. Needless to say, when officers arrived, the animal was pretty pissed off about being disturbed.
Right, that's two alligators there. I thought it was just one. Really?
Officers arrived, the animal was pretty pissed off about being disturbed.
I'm tired out. You don't want to jump on it if you got a bunch of skunk in it.
Yeah, why did they act like a cat? That don't make sense. Oh. So you waited and did that, like. Yeah, they're kind of trying to fix it.
Right there behind you. There he goes. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. Business ended.
Wait, you arrested me. Is that possible?
Like any other combative suspect, the gator found itself being placed inside of a patrol car, but the officers had a rare change of heart and decided to release him from custody instead.
See, breaking it. Oh, yeah.
The gator was returned to the wild, and the officers returned to duty with a good laugh. But it's all fun and games until a resident walks into their kitchen and finds a wild animal in their home. On September the 4th of 2022, a frantic woman called the police stating that she and her son were locked in an upstairs bathroom and that a large bear was in the kitchen. When officers entered the home, they found the bear enjoying a bit of cake and rummaging
At Planet Fitness, no two members are alike, but they all have one thing in common.
around the fridge for other snacks.
Hey, Bear! Bear, get out of here, Bear! Yo, get out of here, Bear! He just treated himself. You want me to get out there? Well, I think I have to see official game
Without any protest, the bear fled from the officers, traversed the gate, and licked a bit of frosting from his nose as he thundered away. But he didn't cause as much trouble as this next fuzzy suspect, who was the subject of an hour-long chase.
I don't know, you have to have 2 things. What is
On
this?
April the 17th of 2020, police received reports of a lone pig wandering a neighborhood. Officers responded to the area and eventually located the pig, but the squealing suspect didn't plan on going in peacefully.
Oh, it's a pig. Okay, that's a...
Squeal! Get!
Goodbye, bud.
At this point, the exhausted officers had been chasing the pig for about 45 minutes and even resorted to trying to throw a trash can over it.
Good to go, Michelle. I'll distract him. Come on, yes. He's tired. Oh, it's a standoff. It's a standoff. It's a standoff.
The feisty suspect was subsequently transported to the Stanford Animal Control Center for shelter while they located its owners. If you didn't get a good laugh out of that chase, you'll definitely crack a smile at these next officers who had to chase a cow through traffic.
Did it?
On Mother's Day of 2016, police were alerted to a young calf that had broken free from his pen and was roaming around. As the young cow wandered through traffic, the officers attempted to use their cruisers to herd it to safety.
I just want to speak. Him? Okay. Oh, well, she did that.
Where you at, buddy? We just found the English. Back up! Came off this Spring Street, 317 back. Try to kill just like this.
Ouch. Mal? Alexa, what's the weather?
Let's take a trip to the skies and see what's happening. Weather-wise, the current weather is 69 degrees Fahrenheit with cloudy skies. Tonight, you can expect thunderstorms with a low of 63 degrees.
Wow. Ooh, that damage. Like, what?
With the help of animal control, officers.
Let's almost see one. I didn't know that was coming. Stop saying that. I think it's gonna be here. I need to go ahead.
Block the ball behind the suspect in just long enough time to approach it and tip it over. Once it was on its side, it was safely restrained and later returned to its owner. But it's unclear if these next owners will be getting their animal back.
That's not even close to the 12 hours. I didn't know that was happening.
On October the 22nd of 2022, police were made aware of a situation where a dog and its owner were being cornered by an aggressively large dog. Officers responded to a parking lot where they could hear the dog barking nearby. But as they were deciding what to do, it suddenly appeared behind them.
That's not even close. Oh, yeah. I guess because it's sleeping on. Yeah, I did not watch it. No, I can be playing games or something.
The canine suspect, later identified as Blaze, ran into a nearby garage after being
a dog
with a taser. The garage turned out to be his home, and the owners were identified as 29-year-old Alexis Ferrara and 34-year-old Angel Velez. Following the incident, they were both charged with possessing a dangerous dog and several other violations. If you enjoy
violation, oh no. Oh, wait, this is new. Yeah. That was supposed to be into 10 and it's not 10 yet.
Gusty winds within these storms from Talashik down to Mandeville.
This is, is it speeding up? See, that's the same.
Winds and heavy rain, some small hail, and quite a bit of lightning in a few spots as well. Some very heavy downpours through Talashiq and very strong winds as well. So I'll see if there's any new updates coming in from the National Weather Service. Nothing as of yet, no reports coming in of any sort of emergency managers reporting any damage, nothing like that. But we'll watch this tornado warned area until 9:15. That is the time, the duration on this warning, again, for St. Tammany Parish. So if you're just joining us now, it's 8:42. Tornado warning in effect for St. Tammany. That includes the town of Pearl River to Talashiq along Louisiana 41. That also includes a portion of Interstate 59. The tornado warning is extended also into parts of South Mississippi, just west of Picayune. So it does include parts of Pearl River County in Mississippi, just to, be safe and account for the storm motion. Because all of this stuff is moving eastward. All of the rain and all of the storms are moving eastward. And like we've been talking about all night, out ahead of that leading edge, you get some rotation, you get a quick spin up tornado. And that's what we're dealing with at this point. One tornado warning in effect for St. Tammany Parish until 9:15. I do want to zoom out so you can see this long line of storms that's moving through. That is our only area what we're watching for a possible tornado. But you don't want to rule it out that for, the next hour or two, as this line advances eastward, we might get a couple more of these that fire up, because that's just the nature of how these line segments go. These straight line winds are a squall line rather, as they push and they move forward, and you get the straight line wind damage. And out ahead of those squall lines, you get those notches of rotation, those areas of rotation and possible tornadoes. But they're usually quick. They spin up very quickly. They're hard to see and they're brief, and they're usually weak, but they can still, produce damage if they do happen to reach the ground. And even if they don't, you're still talking very strong winds associated with the storms themselves. Just regular old winds, regular type thunderstorm winds do just as bad as damage sometimes as tornadic winds. So sometimes it's like, what's the difference? My tree is down, my power's out. So, hopefully everyone's doing okay.
Okay.
I know we've had some reports of power outages across parts of the North Shore. Hopefully the power will get restored, in a timely fashion. If you haven't charged your phone yet, and you still have power, just do it, just to be safe. Keep it charged in case you lose some power for a few hours tonight. And we'll be dealing with storms probably until about midnight across the entire area. So I did want to go back into the tornado warning. Where are we? What are we dealing with here? This is the suspected area where the tornado could be, and that is south of Talashiq, more of a rural part of St. Tammany Parish. It's west of Louisiana 41. It is right along Louisiana 41 in this area. If you live here, this is the time to get into your safe place. Bathroom would be great. Interior room, something like that. Now, I'm starting to hear some rain here in the French Quarter, so the storms are pushing into the South Shore. They have been making their way through our river parishes. They're moving into the New Orleans metro. Right now, this is the only area that we're watching that's severe. So that is something to be happy about. But we are still, being vigilant about this tornado warning. The latest radar scan, it looks like some of that rotation has backed off a little bit, has slackened a little bit. Like I mentioned before, these quick spin-up tornadoes out ahead of that main line, that main squall line, aren't always the best structured, always aren't the best formed, which is a good sign. We don't want that. We don't want to see a good structured tornado by any means. So that is also working in our favor. So out ahead of the line, even though we have some brief tornadoes possible, they're not going to be these big significant things that really mess you up. So that's good. So what we're watching now is just a weak area of rotation just west of Hickory. So if you live in Hickory in St. Tammany Parish, make sure you're staying inside, riding this thing out. We have a tornado warning in St. Tammany Parish until 9:15. So we've got some time on this. It is going to be continuing to move eastward. This storm, this area of possible, this area of rotation, this possible tornado is going to continue to move eastward towards Hickory, and that will be along Louisiana 41. So there are some homes and things of that nature here. People certainly living along Louisiana 41 in St. Tammany Parish.
Because you got hit. What happened? It's going really fast. See that? Probably going to have to watch it. It's just like books. Because when I go to books, it does the same thing, right? Caballera. Hurry it up. I don't even know post what. Because it's 3 times 3. That means they're going 3 times as fast. No. It did the same thing. Because I said, look on your mic. This is actually. So what kind of first one it is, since there's so many back there? Oh, that was before. I don't know what it looks like in the nighttime. I think that's how it looks right there. That's oh, I don't think it.
You ain't hungry no more, is you?
Mal?
What it say, Jeremiah?
See that? I don't know.
Did it say something about a tornado more?
Sir. Hey. I guess it was a good one. Just wanted to. I feel like it's one of the main complete ones. Oh. Oh, you know why? Because I think it was wrong. Yeah, because I guess it was wrong. Okay.